Gabagool over here. Welcome back to Fog Entertainment, and it's time for another theory video of The Sopranos. Not many to go. We're almost finished it. We're almost finished the reviews, but the second coming, episode 19 of season 6, and the big question today, the big debate, alright, is what if AJ actually died? So, of course, AJ breaks up with Blanca, whatever you call her, gets his wee friends, the Patsy and Carlos' son, hangs out with them, pours acid on people's toe jams, and it's like, right, that's good, that's brilliant, AJ, that's the dog's bollocks, son, keep doing that. And then, essentially, they beat up some Somalian kid, and then he just takes it to heart. He starts ranting on about George Bush and stuff like that. And the thing I don't understand, I honestly don't really understand the placement of this attempt, because I think it just would have made a lot more sense happening, you know, a couple of episodes ago when he actually like broke up with Blanca and he was feeling quote unquote suicidal. I think that's when he should have done it, because if you look at it right, Tony then goes to Dr. Melfi during that episode and he's like, these putrid fucking genes have infected my son. And I feel like that scene probably would have had a wee bit more weight, even though Tony is a heavy guy. I mean, Junior told him, you come in heavy or not at all, right? And it's like, look at the state of it then. AJ doesn't do it, he just lies in his bedroom depressed, you know, listening to Rad and Dirty by Schmillion next to the PlayStation controller and all that shit. But anyway, I guess that's a different story. I honestly, I think you could have switched it, but anyway, AJ ties a cinder block to his feet, whatever. He's got the plastic bag around his dome, jumps into the swimming pool. It's not quite short enough, the rope, to drag him under, so he's kind of just like, his body's submerged, but his head's kind of above the waterline. Tony then obviously comes home, starts eating the gabagool over here, right? He starts doing all that, and then he dolphin dives into the swimming pool. AJ, what the fuck? Saves him, gets the cinder block, you know, cradles him, my baby. But this video is, what if AJ died? So, what if AJ died, right? Automatically, let's just talk about the elephant in the room here. AJ was never going to die here. And I think you're an idiot if you believed he was going to die, because, see, at this point, I think pretty much this last entire season, I was going to say episodes, but this last entire season, they've put so much energy into making Tony this, like, repulsive human being, whether it's almost killing Polly, whether it's, like, the comments with Janice and Bobby, whether it's what he you know, was handling of, like, Hesh and the loan, whether it's him killing Christopher, which is obviously probably a lot of, like, the final nail in a lot of people's coffins, in terms of their opinion of Tony Soprano. But it's like, if AJ dies, the guy that, like, they've designed this final season for you, like, to hate, it's almost out the window, and it makes you feel sorry for a guy that you're really not supposed to feel sorry for. And I think it would have undermined and pretty much ruled over all the work that they had done. But at the same time, I think if AJ did die, like, it would have like overshadowed, like, Christopher's death and stuff like that, which here the Soprano fanboys would probably be in full force and say, well, that was a ploy to make the death seem even more sadistic, because, you know, they're fanboying to the end. And I think actually seeing Tony deal with the death of a kid in the last couple of episodes of The Sopranos could have been mightily, I mean, could you imagine the spiral out of control Tony would have had if AJ killed himself? And he's in this war against New York, tied in with all the stuff that happened with Coco and Meadow. I mean, he could have became absolutely unleashed. Like, there's no two ways about it. I mean, you look at other TV shows, kids have died before. I've watched a lot of television shows. I think the one that sticks out is Par, when Raina dies, and obviously that's the daughter of what is it? What do you call her? Tasha and Ghost. Obviously, I knew it was Ghost's daughter. I forgot Tasha's name there. She dies. I mean, that's pretty, like, I remember watching that. Honestly, see that death of Raina, that is probably one of the most shocking moments, I think, in a television show that I've seen. I know people will say what they want about Par, and it's not like the greatest TV show or whatever. Yes, yada yada. I know. I mean, I really enjoy Par, man. I do. I think it's a great show. I understand, like, if people don't think it's up to the standards of, like, other, you know, top drawer television shows. I can understand that to a degree. But killing a kid, you know, damn. I mean, you look at other TV, like The Wire had a lot of main character kids, and a lot of them died. Again, not really detrimental to a lot of, you know, like, but you didn't really see much to do with their parents. It's not like McNulty's kids died or nothing, but it definitely could have threw a spanner in the works, man. I think it might have been good, but like I said earlier, I think it would have undermined like the development in Tony's character arc, and you know, it would have made you feel very sympathetic for him and all that stuff. Now, he killed Chris. Imagine he killed AJ. Imagine Tony just fucking lobbed another cinder block at him, man, and dropped him. That'd been pretty funny, wouldn't it, big man?